The countdown has unofficially begun. As we step deeper into the year, the whispers about Apple's next big moves are turning into louder conversations, and right now, one of the biggest topics among Apple enthusiasts is the Apple Watch Ultra 3. This is Technology Review, and we've dug into the most intriguing leaks, rumors, and insider reports about Apple's rugged flagship smartwatch expected to launch alongside the iPhone 17 lineup later this year. Unlike last year, when the Apple Watch Ultra 2 didn't get much more than a color refresh and a new strap, this year's model could be something entirely different. There are compelling signs that Apple is preparing to push forward in meaningful ways. This isn't just a spec bump, it might be a strategic redesign. So, let's walk through the 8 biggest Apple Watch Ultra 3 leaks and why they matter. But remember, while these leaks come from credible sources, nothing is officially confirmed until Apple says so. Still, what we're hearing makes for one very exciting roadmap. Let's begin with what may be the biggest physical transformation yet for the Ultra line. And speaking of that display, there's more. Display evolution. A brighter and more efficient future. The current Ultra models already boast an impressive 3000 nits of brightness, which is among the best in the industry. But according to multiple reports, Apple is pushing the boundary even further. The Ultra 3's display is said to surpass this, offering even higher brightness levels to improve legibility under harsh sunlight conditions. Now, the first concern when we talk about brightness is always power efficiency. Fortunately, Apple seems ready to counterbalance the brighter screen with smarter technology. This combination of higher visibility and power-saving design could mean the best of both worlds, especially critical for users on long outdoor adventures. LTPO technology and battery gains. Let's take a deeper dive into that LTPO, low-temperature polycrystalline oxide, rumor. Apple has used LTPO tech before, but this year we could be seeing an improved version with smarter refresh rate adjustments, possibly dropping to just 1 Hz when idle to preserve battery life. This would not only maintain the current battery performance of the Ultra series, but could actually improve it despite the display upgrade. In essence, Apple could be giving us more brightness, more screen, and the same, if not better, battery endurance. That's a win all around. New health sensor, hypertension monitoring on the way. Now let's talk about something that could have a much bigger impact than any design or display improvement. One of the most talked about leaks is the addition of a new health sensor, and it's one that many have been waiting for. Apple is reportedly ready to introduce hypertension monitoring, bringing blood pressure tracking to the Ultra 3. This would be a major move for Apple, taking it one step closer to creating a true health companion on your wrist. While we're not quite at the point where glucose monitoring is ready, blood pressure detection is a game-changer in itself. The ability to detect sudden spikes or dips and deliver proactive alerts could be incredibly valuable, particularly for older users or those with cardiovascular concerns. If true, the Ultra may be the first Apple Watch to pioneer this feature, and it could also trickle down to the regular Series 11 models, too. Redesigned sensor array and faster charging. With a new sensor on board, it seems Apple is planning to rework the underside of the Ultra 3, where all the health and fitness tracking magic happens. The updated sensor housing might include better contact materials, refined curvature for improved skin reading accuracy, and most importantly, support for faster charging. We're hearing whispers that Apple is finally optimizing charging speeds on the Ultra, which could be a huge bonus. Even if overall battery capacity doesn't jump much, being able to charge your watch significantly faster could improve usability day to day. Imagine getting a day's worth of battery life in just under 30 minutes. That's what Apple seems to be aiming for. The return of the chip wars. S11 enters the game. Now on to performance. Last year, many were disappointed that the Ultra 2 didn't get the newer chip that the Series 9 did. Apple stuck with the same S9 chip. But this time, the Ultra may get a proper upgrade, possibly with the debut of a brand new S11 chip. This chip is expected to bring better efficiency, faster app performance, and possibly enhanced machine learning capabilities, which are critical to features like Siri and background health processing. It's not just about speed, it's about power distribution and responsiveness across the board. And this brings us to something even bigger: connectivity. Satellite connectivity. Finally, one of the most anticipated additions to the Apple Watch Ultra has been satellite connectivity. And now it finally seems within reach. Reports say that Apple is testing a built-in satellite connection feature for emergency messaging and SOS capabilities. Given the Ultra's positioning as the go-to adventure smartwatch for climbers, explorers, and extreme sports athletes, this feature feels like a no-brainer. The ability to reach help without a cellular signal could literally be life-saving. And it looks like the Ultra 3 will be the first Apple Watch to support it. The first 5G Apple Watch? While Apple has stuck to 4G LTE support in the watch for years, there are now murmurs that the Ultra 3 might be the company's first 5G-enabled wearable. This would open the door for faster updates, lower latency messaging, and potentially more advanced cloud interactions like live location syncing or real-time streaming of workouts with richer datasets. 5G on a watch might sound like overkill, but when you pair it with satellite connectivity and an improved chip, it becomes clear that Apple is building a more robust, independent device. A smartwatch that's less reliant on your iPhone and more capable of standing on its own. The bigger picture. Why this Ultra might actually be Ultra. Taken together, these leaks hint at a device that's evolving in multiple meaningful directions: design, health, power efficiency, and connectivity. This year's Apple Watch Ultra 3 might actually live up to its premium branding, delivering features that finally distinguish it more substantially from the Series 11. Sure, the Apple Watch series is still the go-to choice for most consumers. But for those who want the ultimate Apple wearable experience, complete with rugged durability, smart health tools, and next-gen communication options, the Ultra 3 might just be the leap forward we've been waiting for. Final thoughts from Technology Review. So, is the Apple Watch Ultra 3 worth getting excited about? Based on these leaks, absolutely. A thinner profile, edge-to-edge display, brighter screen, hypertension monitoring, satellite features, 5G support, faster charging, and a new chip? That's a serious upgrade. Of course, we'll be covering all the official announcements when they come. But if these rumors hold true, the Ultra may 3rd become Apple's most ambitious wearable yet. Let us know in the comments what you're most excited about in the Apple Watch Ultra 3. Will you be upgrading from a previous model? Or will this be your first Ultra? Make sure to subscribe to Technology Review for the latest updates, deep dives, and expert takes on everything Apple and beyond. We'll see you next time.